of the issues that we haven't dealt with and we haven't done very well at is the fact that we are supposed to be deterring corruption, and yet all our actions are not deterrent enough. We have said that as public servants, there need to be a law that regulates their behavior. Admittedly, there are administrative codes around, but we need to criminalize some conducts, including unexplained wealth, including conflict of interest.
And you're referring to the Conduct of Public Officers Act.
Exactly. And therein, we have best practice, which we have been advocating, that we need to see publication of assets by public officers. We need to see a regime where public officers who leave office are supposed to then confirm or verify whether those assets they came into office with, if they have added on, how did they add on? So that's an element of the unexplained wealth being added. So there have been instances where you see in some jurisdictions, like the Singapore we talk about on each as the best example, which led to such a big revolution in change and development. There were issues. I remember a story where the president's friend had an issue and it wasn't that big. He calls the president says, I cannot help you. Let the processes go on. And the person had to commit suicide. And that is a close friend of the Lee Kuan Yew at the time. We want to see such happen in Ghana. Instead of the over-politicization of our fight against corruption, and mostly the rhetoric that accompanies it. And today, the special prosecutor again tells us that sometimes even the commitment that is preferred rhetorically does not show, because there is so much pressure being brought to bear on the institutions that are supposed to be fighting corruption.
I see.